tonight. You can call me Sai, or hey you, the really bad hair. Okay, continue. So I've just started case 3, apparently called Infamy. I quit before I got to the cutscene, so hopefully I get to watch that. Air quotes again, because I never saw it the first time, but yeah. So this is the standard loading screen. And the non-standard one is traveling by cab, which I assume uses some resources, but not terribly much. So it doesn't take a lot longer to load. I've chosen the cab one.
Father, Mr. Orson Wilde is here, and I'm going to stay with Miss Alice.
What?
Did you forget? Orson Wilde, you know, the star of American theatre. And he's visiting and staying with us. You did forget?
No,
Is that
not
an
that.
amalgamation
I
of
meant you wanting to stay with Miss Alice.
Yes, that's right. Miss
Oscar
Alice
and
suggested
Oscar
it.
Wilde?
She told me you couldn't possibly refuse.
If it's really what you want.
It's the perfect solution, Mr. Holmes. Don't you agree?
Guess what, Mrs. Hudson? Mr.
Mrs.
Wilde is
Hudson,
here
what's
to
that?
study my father's character for his next play. And he won't be disappointed, will he? Father is so pig-headed.
I can't believe it. The great Sherlock Holmes standing in front of me. I'm sure that our two brains will.
Brains.
We're not going to talk about the purple hat or the mustache. He doesn't have American pride. Obviously, non-Americans, but well, actually, I have some American pride, and I'm not at all American. Oh, what's this? That's part of his scarf poking out. Jodhpurs. His hand. Holmes always likes their hands and wrists. No? Oh, wow. Jodhpurs. Hand. Nothing. Crotch. Nothing. Oh, watch. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Pocket mirror. Yep, he loves himself. Alright, I just finished that milk and I'm going to start a new one because all I've had today, while admittedly quite large, was a bowl of spaghetti that I made yesterday. And what's gone of that milk, which obviously I didn't have just by itself, but I had in coffee. Alright. I've got 3 types of milk because I can't order 36 anymore from Woolworths. So the last time I did a delivery, I could only order 3 or 4 of each. So I've got skim, light, I'm not sure what the difference between skim and light is, and full cream. Alright. Orson Wilde, not yet 30 years of age, is a star of American theatre. He came to London to study the role of Sherlock Holmes. It is probable that he began his study previously, as he smokes the same brand of tobacco as Holmes. Orson is, and always will be, a lovely man. Orson is... wrong thumbstick? narcissistic and follows fashion. He admires his own reflection. The brooch pinned to his breast displays his American pride.
Mr. Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Hey, C.
Is it 5 o'clock already?
How is it
I
going?
think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
Hey, voice in my head that sounds slightly like it's had a stroke and is slurring its words a little bit. It's going great, actually. 8:30. Alright, never mind. I was just gonna see what the time was, because I've suddenly decided I want nachos. I haven't suddenly decided that. I've been craving that since I lived off them for the better part of a week at the start of this whole pandemic.
Ha ha, it is just cat. Just saw you streaming and thought I would come say hi.
Well,
Nachos are the best.
I'm glad you haven't had a stroke, Cat. And it's never just Cat, of course. You're not just anything. You're the amazing Cat. Yeah. Are you still playing, what's it called? Dead by Daylight?
Lies. Lol.
Sorry, I don't know what's gone wrong with the voice in my head, but it sounds so funny now. Lies. Lol. I can't
Yeah,
control it.
I still play. Just haven't played much recently.
I haven't
Played a bit tonight.
I haven't played much recently either. I played a bit last week, just played with by myself. Um, and I hated it. I really hated it. I didn't see the new killer or the new map, or even the new survivor, which is odd because I played 2 or 3 games in those 2 sessions, and I would have seen 4 to 3 to 9 different possibly people. Well, they are people, not possibly, but you know.
LOL that comment to speech.
Can you hear it though? Seriously, sounds like either you're very drunk or you've had a stroke and you're just slurring crazily. I don't know why that note from a doctor at the sanatorium or Bedlam Asylum is stuck to my dresser with a knife. That seems rather ominous for a doctor's note. So what are you doing with yourself these days, Kat, if you're not playing Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, I don't see the new killer, survivor or map much either. I have the new survivor. Love her. DBD is pretty bad at the moment.
It's a new survivor from a TV show or a movie or something, because yeah, from
Just been working and Dad has been here and with Ash, just been busy with all that.
yeah. Well, that's understandable. That's something to be busy with. Any one of those things work, Ash or your dad. There's enough to keep a normal person busy. Lucky you're a superhuman cat, so you'll be able to handle it. Okay. There's a look, Sherlock.
Nah, I don't think so. Think this DLC is meant to be original.
Okay, so it's original DLC, but you can't buy it with shards, from what I can tell. You have to pay actual money for it. That's what made me think it was licensed.
Oh, come on, Toby. Your soap bath couldn't have been as bad as that.
Like, if it was unlicensed, it might tempt me to play. If you could buy it with shards, just so I could save up the shards and
It would
purchase
be
the
better to
survivor.
examine Wilde's belongings before he returns.
Oh, I'm gonna go be nosy to my new neighbor, am I? Sorry, I was obviously not paying enough attention, which is very un-Sherlock of me.
Oh, Wilde's already making himself at home.
I think Ida's back now. I got a whole bunch of notifications come through while I was finishing off my assignment earlier today. So maybe you'll be able to play some games with her later.
Honestly, the level of narcissism. Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Do actors really need all this?
Perfect disguise kit. What's all the blue for?
This must be grease paint.
Haven't he played with Ida in ages? Miss her.
Yeah, I miss her too.
And you.
Ah, thank you.
I use the same brushes for makeup.
Well, send me a message sometime when you want to play. I've got an assignment due next Friday. I finished the one due tonight and handed that in already, so whew. I like handing things in before the deadline. So yeah, I mean, it's going to take, I don't know, it's probably going to take me about 6 hours of work to get next week's assignment done.
How is all that going?
It's going okay. I've finally, kind of, like the first week of uni was a write-off because I had, well, a really bad fever and was vomiting. It wasn't pleasant. But then the second week I went in and that was pretty good. I liked it. And then the third week, this whole thing struck and I didn't go in, and now it's all online. So, yeah, if it had happened last year, I might have actually passed some or any of my topics, maybe all of them. But it's happened this year, so I'll try and make the best of it.
Face powder of an excellent quality.
Wow, Holmes, that was clumsy.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I'm just checking.
Being nosy.
You've got something
I
on your
am
face.
sure you will
Is it makeup?
smash it.
It might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me.
I haven't smashed anything in a long time, but thank you.
No, don't touch that!
So yeah, anyway,
Ah, Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
send me an unfamiliar step. That's not Mrs. Hudson. Heels in a hurry, indecision.
Not quite.
Inquire.
We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland. I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Okay. What was I saying? I'm getting distracted. Oh yeah. Send me a message and we can catch up for a game or something if you want. Doesn't have to be DBD, could be... What was that game we were playing? Generation Zero? I think there was another update for it not that long ago.
Sure thing.
Or whatever. Friday's probably not going to be great next Friday, because knowing me, I'll probably leave everything
Gen
for the last
Zero.
minute. But yeah, cool. Or even DVD, if any of the old crew want to join us, that'd be cool. I haven't played with Jamie or Ada for longer than since last time I played with you, I think. Yeah. Oh, I got a friend request from Jordan the other day. I accepted it, but I haven't heard anything more. So that was something. Yeah.
I am working from home because of the virus, so I have more time these days.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
haven't seen Jamie skipping the rest. Oh, nice. He said he was going to reach out. I am glad he did it.
Well, he sent a friend request. I suppose that technically counts as reaching out. It's technically the least he could do. Not that I'm criticizing it. I didn't reach out to him. Well, I mean, I did a couple of times at the start, I think, maybe. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I haven't recently. I haven't even given it that much thought, which is a bit lax on my part. But yeah, he did reach out, so hopefully that makes him feel a bit better. Not that I hold any of what happened against him.
I am sure you guys will catch up again.
Yeah, I don't expect it'll ever be like it was, but doesn't mean it'll be worse or less. It'll just be different.
Mr. Hosmer Angel has disappeared, and my father, Mr. Winterbank, will do nothing. It makes me so angry.
What's up with her nose? She normally wears glasses. Oh, spectacles, okay. First I thought that said dirt, not dint. It's not a flashy brooch, I'm gonna go with rich. Is that a wedding ring? Engagement. Is that engagement? It doesn't look like a diamond. Maybe that's what they wore back then. I'm gonna go with engagement because she's asking about a dude that has a different name than her. And she's got dirty shoes. Oh, different shoes. Ah. She got dressed in a hurry. Well, she's colorblind. Oh, she's so short-sighted, that's why she's got different shoes on. Mary Sutherland is a
Who
good-tempered...
sounds suspicious?
young lady. She, of 25 years of age. I started watching, Amy. It's on Netflix. If you get a chance, I don't know. About Amy Winehouse, who I've never been a huge fan of, but I think I will be by the time I finish the documentary, though it's kind of striking a bit close to home. Not that I have any of the talent or ability that she has, but a lot of what she did and went through certainly resonates. So I had to stop watching it and take a break. I also started watching The Ballad of Buster Scruggs at last because I love the Coen Brothers movies. And that's pretty cool. It's basically a collection of short stories, short films, I guess. I'd recommend that. I stopped it after the Liam Neeson one. If you ever watch it, you'll know why that messed me up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Never heard of that one.
okay. It's good, I think. From what I've seen of it, it's good. It's just not like going. I also started watching The Good Place. I don't know if you've seen that or not. I mostly started watching it because I really like. I've forgotten her name now. From Veronica Mars, that actress in it. Ted Danson's alright too. And the guy that did it created Parks and Recreation, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and did the American version of The Office.
I haven't been on Netflix in ages.
Oh, okay. I've been on it a lot. I've been reading and Netflix and doing assignments and a little bit playing games. Probably still 2 to 6 hours a day. But considering I'm home 24 hours a day now, it's not a heap. Yeah. But I can recommend that show. I'm up to the very last episode of that, so I stopped watching that. Actually, I stopped with 3 episodes to go and made myself do my assignment. That's how I got it done earlier today. Then I watched 2 of the last 3 episodes, and then I didn't want it to end, so I haven't watched the very last episode yet. What are you doing now anyway, Kat? Oh, so only 2 more people to meet. Oh no, there's a few. Oh, it's got something to do with a bomb, apparently.
Mr. Windybank is your stepfather, surely, since the name is different?
Well, indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
I jumped
mother
off
is alive?
DVD and was going
Oh, yes.
to get into
Although I
bed
wasn't best
when
pleased
I
when she married
saw
again,
your
and so soon
stream.
after father's death, and to a man
So
so
not
much younger than...
really doing anything.
Well, if you want to have a game or anything now, we probably can. My headset's probably got half an hour to an hour, hopefully, of battery left. I haven't charged it since I was streaming yesterday. I can't remember. I played a little bit of Dragon's Dogma earlier today, but I didn't stream it. So yeah, we can do that if you want.
herself.
What is your connection with Mr. Hosmer Angel?
I met him at the gasfitter's ball. Mr. Windybank did not wish for me and Mother to attend. He never did wish us to go anywhere, but this time I was quite set on it. Fortunately, he left for France upon some business, and so didn't have any say in it. And I met Mr. Angel that night. We met again after that and would take walks together. But then Father returned, and we could no longer meet.
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
But she needs to make her own family circle.
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, Father was going off again in a week. And Hosmer wrote and said that it would be better for us not to see each other until Father had gone. After that, he
I
stopped
am
writing.
probably just going to head to bed, but let us play in the next couple of days if you're free.
You free is me free. Yeah, I'm free. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, just send me a message when you want, and have a nice night and sweet dreams. And yeah, I assume that you're all well. You and Ash and your daddy dearest, and your workmates and friends, I hope.
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly. I address all of his letters to the Leadenhall Street Post Office for collection.
Were you engaged?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why your stepdad doesn't want you to go out, because he wants to keep your money.
Sounds good,
Is there anything else that you
man.
can tell me about Mr. Angel?
It
He's a
is
very
a
shy man.
gaming date. Ha ha, yeah, we are well enough, smile.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear it, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Or tomorrow, or the next couple of days, whenever we game next. Much love, my friend.
He would rather walk with me in the evening, so as to be discreet. I put a missing persons notice in last Saturday's Chronicle. Here's a copy, and a letter from him.
The Chronicle of
Ha! A
Narnia.
love letter. Yes, I see.
Sweet.
As I anticipated, this validates
Have a
my
good
deductions
night,
perfectly.
see.
What deductions,
ILL
Mr.
send you a
Mr.
message
Wilde.
soon.
Holmes, tell her.
Night.
You too, Cat. Have a good night. Let's read this letter that he wouldn't let me read now. Public notice of disappearance. A gentleman by the name of Mr. Hosmer, come on, Homer's much better, Angel, Chris Angel, mind rapist, has mysteriously vanished. Mr. Angel, mind rapist, is around 5 feet 7 inches in height, of strong build with a sallow complexion. Well, he's English, of course. He is black-haired with bushy... Sorry, any English people that may or may not be watching. I'm just teasing. I've got a sallow complexion and I'm Australian. Unfortunately, like, 5th generation Australians. Moustache. He is likely to be wearing tinted spectacles. On last sighting, Mr. Angel, mind rapist, was dressed in a black silk frock coat with a black waistcoat and grey Harris tweed trousers. Harris tweed trousers? He is known to have been employed in an office in Leadenhall Street. Lederhosen Street? If you are in possession of any information, please come forward. There will be a reward for any help given in finding this gentle giant of a man. Even though 5'7" is not giant for a man's stature. Wait, English accent. Let's see how we go. My dear love, what was that, sir? My dear love, please don't worry your sweet head. Do you believe that I would say anything to your family who understand nothing of love? We have a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? Such a short time, but it was enough for me to know that you are my life. I want to spend every minute from now on with you. I wish that it were possible. I love you very much, and am waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more upon his travels, so we can meet again. Hosmer, Angel, kiss, kiss, hug, hug, a little bit of tongue, and maybe a cheeky grope of your bottom. Oh, there's more.
Good quality paper, quite smooth. Fairly common ink, nothing special. Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent. Let's study this letter more closely.
Hopefully it isn't the stepfather.
There are some letters with typographical defects. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
Oh god, it's gonna be the same, isn't it? Dear Mary, I'm taking the opportunity of sending you these few lines in hope that they find you and your mother in good health. France is a nice country to look at, but it is the same as anywhere. There are rogues here who deceive and mistreat their women, like he's trying to do to your mum, by getting with you. Men nowadays are so dishonorable, they won't think twice to break your heart. Hope that you will be an obedient girl, and look after your mother, and that you will take my advice. Stay at home. I'll be back before long. Your father. Signature.
The stepfather's letter is also typewritten. I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my advice. Stay at home. Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. The stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home.
Looks like it's got the same watermarks, this paper.
Quite common paper with a light yellow tint. Fairly common ink, nothing special. Let's study this letter more closely.
It's got the same M.
There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention.
They do.
This letter has a defect. It's the same letter with the same defect in both instances.
Do we have an and?
One more letter with a defect. Another letter match with the same defects.
Okay.
One more letter with a defect.
KKK. Mistreated women, dishonorable. Think.
Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter.
The plot thickens. Bow, bow, bow.
Thanks to Wilde, my analysis table has been completely destroyed.
Oh. Why would you do that, Wilde? I love my anal cyst table. I actually handed in an assignment called Short Text Anal Ass for short textual analysis assignment. It's not till after I handed it in that I realized it said short text anal ass. And then my student number. But yeah, short text anal ass is probably not what I should have handed in for my first assignment for that topic. Okay. It's definitely not a coincidence. Let's see what other clues we got. Dents. If she didn't wear her glasses, maybe she didn't recognize her stepdad was also her fiance. Myopia. Myopia, that's the same as short-sightedness, right? They want to keep her home so they can keep the income. Definitely strange behavior, not shyness. Because they are one and the same. Can't be over already. But I feel like I've got enough
I
information.
think this case is fairly obvious, don't you, Mr. Holmes?
What else can I tell you?
Nothing. I suppose I'll solve the case now. I'm gonna tell her the truth. She deserves to know it.
You should try to let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory, as he has done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He disguised himself and reappeared as Mr. Hosmer Angel. He brought you as far as the church door and then conveniently slipped away. To bring you to this conclusion in such a dramatic manner that it would leave a permanent impression upon your mind. You have been cruelly tricked, Miss Sutherland.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged. Oh, it's horrible to think about. But thank you for all you have done, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
So was that the end of that episode? Surely not. That wasn't the whole case gone, that was just a little teaser, right? Or was it? Just gonna press a button and see how my headphone battery is going. Oh no, I have to press a button. Okay, it still says it has 1 out of 3 battery bars, but 1 is the minimum, so that could be anywhere from fine to just about to be dead. Or extinguished. Depleted. That's probably a better word.
What is going on?
Mr. Holmes, is everything all right?
Oh my God. Go back to your flat and stay there with Kate. It's ticking.
Oh, examine and move along weren't the same.
It's ticking.
Gotcha. How do I get to examine then? Ah, with the D-pad. Use your D, Si.
I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover.
Bending it away. Look how long that wire's gone. That's just as much as moving it along.
A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it.
Have her ready.
Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode. There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. A source of electricity for the detonation. There are wires attached. A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it.
How can it explode
A
without
source of electricity
power? Like thus, I guess.
A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it.
Can I put something in the solenoid gap? A piece of glass, maybe? So it can't close?
A package with explosive material. There are wires going in and out. It's useless to predict how they might be tangled up inside. A source of electricity. Whew.
My heart's still beating, thinking that it might go off at any moment. I think I've cut most all the wires. Now I've cut all the wires.
Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb.
What happened?
Just a small bomb.
Somebody wants to kill me? What for?
I don't believe that you were the target.
Who then?
Maybe it was your acting, mate.
Mr. Holmes, are you all right? I saw the bloke. I tried to catch him, but he escaped.
It dropped a jacket though, by the look of it.
Can you describe the man?
He was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
Well, that would stand out.
Wiggins, tell us everything you saw.
The fellow was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it, smashing your window. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his jacket and left it. I'm sorry I didn't catch him, Mr. Holmes.
You did very well, Wiggins.
Give me the jacket, please.
Now, let's take a look at that jacket.
Here it is.
Good job, Wiggins. Here's a penny.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
It's a shiny penny, Wiggum.
Who tried to kill me, Mr. Holmes?
Yes, it's all about you. Are you
Good
okay,
job,
Toby?
Toby.
Does it have his name conveniently engraved on it? Initials?
JT are the owner's initials.
And nearly as good as the name. Justin Timberlake. I knew that you had a beef with me, Justin, but come on.
Let's see what's inside.
Justin Thoreau? He's English, isn't he?
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else.
Oh, great.
There are ink stains on this piece of paper. I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it.
Rally, Mohawks, bring out your axes, and tell King George will pay no taxes on his foreign tea. His threats are vain, and vain to think to force our girls and wives to drink his vile bohea. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the green. On and green? Dragon! Yeah, okay. Find out who was behind the attempt on your life. Examine his belongings.
A poem. But what does it mean?
This isn't a poem. It's a song called Rally Mohawks. That great moment when America rebelled against England's dominance. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. And I bet they hoisted a tankard of ale and invented a new nation. Along with deciding if this was the week they got to dump some tea into Yon Harbor.
Why ever did he keep such a song in his pocket?
Maybe the actor was the target. Joaquin Phoenix? Well, there's a J. But it's a P, not a T. It's got the hair lip though.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful.
Oh wow. That was easy. Wow. There's a replica of a place that overthrew English rule in America in England. That makes sense.
Here it is.
Here it is. Near Whitechapel, of course.
That's all I can do for now. Let's try and get a few hours of sleep.
How can you sleep when there's someone trying to kill me? How selfish.
This is the fun case, I guess. Sorry, I was looking up different documentaries I'd watched to try and work on my assignment earlier today, and just looking up documentaries reminded me of stuff that made me cry. I guess I'm just in an emotional point of my life, which is any point in my life, pretty much. I'm an emotional fellow. A fellow be what I am. Well, I'm not going to go in my pajamas. I'm not going to put a disguise on unless I have to, though. gonna go as a sailor or a bandit? Bandit?
He's so funny.
Thanks to Wilde, my analysis table has been completely destroyed.
It's incredible how quickly Mr. Wilde has understood, Father.
Oh my, I see you and Kate are best friends already. Did you sleep well, Kate?
Very well, thank you, Father.
Is that Wilde? Whatever is he doing now?
He's transforming you into a legend.
Oh, silly man. Kate, what's the matter?
Well, I just came by to tell you that I'm going to the zoo with Alice. We'll be having lunch in town.
The zoo? What on earth for?
Perhaps because it is my birthday today?
I'm so sorry, Kate. With Wilde's visit, Look, here's some spending money. Go and treat yourself to a thing.
All right. I'll go then.
Kate.
Even though Toby's got a birthday hat on.
All right. Come here.
I've had enough of you not caring about me.
I do care. I've just had a difficult night.
Yes, Alice told me about the bomb, but you wouldn't.
Kate, I only want to protect you.
You don't understand anything. I wish Alice would adopt me.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't know why my parents entrusted me to you. Did they really know you?
Kate, come back.
Oh, it's a shame it gets a bit glitchy.
Damn it.
Framey.
Such a waste. This Alice, I have an odd sense about her. It's as if she's playing with Kate's feelings. This would be a good opportunity to investigate Alice. Oh my, I see you and Kate are best friends all...
I'll probably just get there from the hole, but let's pretend I get there from the balcony. I do get there from the balcony. Okay. It's always lockpick number 3. And 2. And 4. It's always 3 though. That seems to be consistent. What a cat am I. Valerian, that's good for sleeping. Valerian root.
A soothing drug to aid sleep.
Yeah, let's start with examining the smell before we taste it.
It has no smell.
Does this smell like chloroform to you? Whoa, don't gulp it. Just a little
It has a
Sip
bitter
on your-
taste.
arsenic.
No smell,
Cyanide.
a bitter taste. It's
Arsenic.
a tincture of barbiturate. Alice prepared a gift for Kate. She remembered her birthday. Well, women are good at that sort of thing.
Wow. Sexist much? I mean, I'm not good at that sort of thing, but it's not entirely 100% that I'm a dude.
It appears
also-
that Alice sleeps in this armchair, as uncomfortable as that must be.
I'm not good at a lot of things. What's she use her bed for then?
It looks as though Alice has not slept here for a long time.
Alice? Who the F is Alice?
A phonograph cylinder.
A tea service. Going through there, that one's fine. Going through there, that one's not fine. Go in through there, out through here. And that one's not fine. There we go. My dear little Alice, if you read this letter, then it means I am no longer in this world, and that my illness has defeated me. Please try not to be sad, dear, for I have lived a good life. My only regret is that you are now alone, and you will be sent to live with who knows who, an unknown family. I do not trust the institutions who behave so cruelly towards your father. But please take courage, my dear angel. You know the secrets which allow you to speak with the souls of the dead, so we may talk soon.
Alice's childhood was spent with her aunt, until the aunt's death.
And she has occult stuff which I already gathered from her charms. Dear Alice, thinking of you now has made me remember the past. And as you well know, I was always a warrior. Every time that you were sent to live with yet another family, I hoped you would be happy. But people are cruel, aren't they? It angers me to think of you so miserable in every home, to be considered more as a servant rather than a member of a family. You suffered so much. But I am happy now to congratulate you on your 21st birthday. Now all your horrors are behind you. You are grown and independent and a beautiful woman. I wish you the life that you deserve, with all of the happiness that's possible. Your friend Anna.
Alice was unhappy with all of her adopted families.
He wakes early despite the fact that the lamp in his room glows into the small hours. He provides a street urchin with work. I believe the boy's name to be Wiggins. His friend, Dr. Watson, is always nearby. They seem very close. He is respected by Inspector Lestrade, although he never works with the police. Kate is so sweet and honest and naive, but Mr. Holmes doesn't spend much time with her. This was written by someone that knows me quite well. Not well enough to be sure of Wiggins' name. Or my close friendship with John Watson. John Zeidbeck.
She's spying on me.
You already knew she was spying on you, Holmes. Dear Miss, thank you for your most recent delivery of shirts for my cousin. They are marvellous. As I told you this Saturday, Saturday, I shall be attending the wedding breakfast of my dear friends. Wedding breakfast? So I'll need to look stunning. Please be sure to finish my dress by Friday at the latest. I will send for it in the morning.
Alice has recently used this.
Dear Mr. Bouvier, isn't that Marge's surname? I wanted to inform you that your rental contract has been prepared. You can come to collect it whenever convenient. Any evening of the week. Mrs. Hudson, landlady.
Her full name is Alice Floella Hamilton.
Not Bouvier at all.
Sarah de Bouvier is Alice's mother. Alice used her mother's name to lease the flat.
Why not Hamilton? Her mother's quite an attractive lady, as is Alice. For a computer-rendered person.
Strange taste in literature.
It matches her necklace, though. Oh, I don't have that fact on her thing anymore about her occult necklace. Interesting.
Kate probably sleeps here.
Someone got mad and broke a mirror, but that doesn't warrant investigating. Can't really dance to it. Just go out for the day and leave a roaring fire blazing. It's a wonderful imagination you have, Holmes. Does the key not go to this clock? Don't they always hide things in clocks? I'm not sure who they is, but you know.
Sarah de... It's shut tight. Locked. It's closed. This lock is quite new.
What about the key that I have?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, she's got so much more space in her apartment than me. How could you let this happen? Landlady, whose name I've forgotten again. Mrs. Hudson.
The wheelchair is the same as the one in the photograph above. Louis Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte's name was Louis?
Charles Darwin, English naturalist and geologist. It's my distant ancestor, Horace Verne. William Hamilton. But I know him. He was a bandit who I arrested 20 years ago.
There was the guy that got speared in the chest. But I
Alice
did
knows
solve
about
his murder.
Zacharias Greystoke, the victim from the bowling club. I solved that crime.
I did. Soft drink. The English cold. Soft drinks, soft drinks. Oh. She was one of the people that was meant to die in that suicide. It's quite disturbing.
William Hamilton, are you there? Can you hear me? I wish to hear from you. Daddy, I'm so glad to hear you. Daddy, talk to me, please. Don't leave me alone, Daddy. Oh, no.
Alice is talking with her father, William Hamilton.
Wow.
Abraham Lincoln. My word, look at the setup. Alice practices spiritualism. I finished here, time to go.
I've finished here, time to go. Should I lock the door again? No, I probably should, but I don't think I can. It'll just take me back in there. I guess you'll just have to know that someone was poking around. Especially since I left her door open, all these doors seem to have automatic timer closing things on them. Except for my door, apparently. Yeah, it's a bandit-like hat. Well, very nefarious. I bet if I talk to Wiggins, though, he'll just be like, "Hey, Holmes."
Thanks to Wilde, my analysis table has been completely destroyed. Oh my, I see you and Kate are best friends already. Perfect. This is a good opportunity to investigate the Green Dragon Tavern alone.
Do you think that's really him, Holmes?
A map of London and its surroundings.
The Golden Cock. Why, thank you. Cock. Dick. As long as the other guy's not called Peter or something.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Well, you can stop by seeing through my disguise instantly. Well, that was in no way accurate.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Keep an eye on that peanut that's pretending to be me. Let's go to the Golden Cock. I mean, Green Dragon. Well, I kind of knew that none of those were related. No, reporters in disguise are disguised as me and gave reporters false information. The Green Cock. That would be quite painful, I imagine.
I have to be careful in this den of iniquity.
My mum once dated a guy that worked at Denim Iniquity. Fun fact. If indeed that is a true recollection of something that has happened in my life.
Come on, Bobby,
I
push
put
back.
a penny on that. Hey,
Bobby.
you, shut up!
Well
Hey,
done,
you,
Bobby.
shut up!
Adam. Well done, Bobby.
I put a penny on Adam winning.
Adam, come on, you're going to win.
Hey, you,
Top and
shut
son,
up!
Adam. Well done, Bobby. Come on, Bobby, push
Adam,
back!
come on, you're gonna win! Put a penny on Adam winning.
I just put
Adam,
5
come
pence
on,
on
you're
you.
gonna win!
Come on, Bobby, push back! Come on,
Put a penny
Bobby,
on Adam
push
winning.
back!
Adam, come on, you're gonna
up.
win!
Well done,
Tuppence
Bobby.
on Adam!
How you going there, buddy? Are you okay?
Come on, Bobby, push back!
Hey, you, shut up!
Come on, Bobby, push back!
Hey, you!
Evil whale, we're bound for South Australia. What if I just happen to lean against this thing? Could end up in the drink, and he probably can't even swim.
I should be quiet so that I can listen to what people are saying.
Let's celebrate.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here. There's no one to eavesdrop.
Want a beer? Let's celebrate.
Yes, please.
Want a beer?
Yes, please.
Sod off.
I drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
I've lost too much here.
There's an illegal gambling den here.
I drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
Scotland Yard dogs.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Let's celebrate.
Saddle Holmes. It's very Scott Joplin-esque.
Strong.
Perhaps I should try it.
Let's celebrate. Hey, Mug Hunter, what do you think you're doing? Get out of here.
Bottoms up.
Get lost.
I can hear nothing from here.
Let's celebrate.
I need a refill.
Your tacarones fail.
I drink to forget that I drink.
Interesting. They have some kind of pass for getting inside.
Cheers. Bottoms up. I need a refill.
This is my tip. Celebrate.
I drink to forget that I drink.
Remember the airlift? He was afraid. He ran upstairs.
A man with a hairnet. He could be my
Let's
attacker.
celebrate.
Find a way to go upstairs.
Cheers!
Bottoms up.
Not suspicious at all, moving around to different seats without getting a drink.
Hey, what are you looking for? Get lost.
Let's celebrate.
Sod off. Pour me a double. I'm going outside for a cigarette.
He has a pass. He could steal it to gain entry.
Dyslexia, don't fail me now.
Huh?
Dyslexia failed me now.
Huh?
I pressed L2. No, I pressed R2. I pressed R1 that time.
A new job.
Dyslexia really failed me that time. If there was any chance of an achievement for getting that done the first time, I blew it. I blew it like a trumpet, baby!
Let's celebrate.
You can get in.
Cheers!
I know I can.
You're still here? You can get in, you know.
I know, I just love your elegant
Let's
conversation
celebrate.
skills. Elegant, eloquent, both. Why not? Lovely. Hairlip. Short guy.
Is the boss at his place?
Yeah, he's waiting for you.
Our man. I should find a way to follow him.
Let's celebrate.
Cheers!
Bottoms up.
I need a refill.
I drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
I hear you, buddy. So if he came from up there, he would have seen me loitering around in the bar.
Luck is on my side. Get up, fresh chili. All in.
Ah, it's my lucky day. Falls
Get snappy.
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All
Hey,
What do you think you're doing? That's private. Gamble or get out.
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
You loser. Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
The door to the gambling room is there.
What's this door?
It's not a gambling room, so get out of here. Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
I have to get across to the other side. Perhaps from there I can reach the guarded area. I have to create a diversion that will move the guards away from the door.
Make it snappy.
Think faster.
A well cared for hat. Hello, nice here.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
He uses a mirror to look at the cards during the deal. He uses the extra cards to cheat. A button for a mechanism. This is a holdout that deals extra cards. The rope leads from one sleeve to the other. If the rope's cut, it'll release the hidden cards and expose his trick. That's what I'll need to do for a diversion
on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
It's my lucky
Well, the knife is over here. I just have to win it.
Hello, knives here.
All in. I can smell the money. What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
You loser.
Oh yeah, yep.
I'm gonna win.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
Red attention. Then take knife.
It's my lucky day.
Make it snappy.
Think fast.
Then cut rope.
Luck is on my side.
You
then
loser.
Out the window I go.
All in. I can smell the money. Luck is on my
Wait, I have to
side.
do that again?
Bid
I'll
out
walk
for a
people.
shilling. You loser.
All in.
I'm gonna win.
Alright, let's go.
It's my lucky day.
No, such a diversion.
Luck is on my side.
I can Bid
smell
out
the
for a shilling.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
It's my lucky day.
Oh, I forgot the
Gotta
fight
win.
starts bit.
Think faster.
There we
Luck is
go.
Luck is on my side.
It's my
It's
lucky
on my
day.
side. Make
Bid
it
out for
snappy.
a shilling.
Think faster.
No, such a diversion will not help.
Luck is on my
It's my
side.
lucky day.
It
Bid
wouldn't
out
help.
for a
Make
shilling.
it snappy.
All in. Think faster.
Luck is on my
Oh,
side.
okay, yep,
It's my
gotcha.
lucky day.
Make it
I
snappy.
just forgot a
All
step
in
or two.
faster.
I can Luck is on my side. What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
All in.
I can smell
I'm
the
gonna win.
You loser.
I have to try and go around.
You take that!
like that, because that's something you hear a lot in fights. You bad boy. Maybe it's turned into something a bit more sexy than fights. Bad boy for life. My bed beckons like a siren. Not that kind of siren. I had no idea what I was doing with those cranes, but I just realised I set them up perfectly to swing across them. I mean, I planned this all along. So the game automatically makes you lose all momentum when you switch ropes for some reason. Or chains, I should say. So subtle and cat-like, Holmes.
They only left this room recently. Clever invention for hiding gambling items in the event of a police raid.
Hey, the hammer. That's what I also call my penis. Here is an accounting for October. Oh wow. Well, poker certainly pays the house more than dominoes does. But they make a profit off both.
The Hammer. Jack Cole, I remember him from The Raid 3 years ago.
That's a great movie, by the way, The Raid, if you haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Doesn't look like a key from an ordinary door.
I'm just an ordinary door. You're just an ordinary girl. The only card I need is the Ace of Spades.
Every card in this deck is the Ace of Spades. The man from the gambling room is the same card cheating accessory.
He works for the house, clearly. Which doesn't work too well if any of the other gamblers have one or more Ace of Spades, depending on how many you put into your own hand. Unless you've taken the Ace of Spades out of the decks completely, then you'd be safe.
A crack. There might be something behind the cupboard.
Like a G6, like a G6.
Damn, I'm late. Left. It's evident that all of these items were stolen by Jack Cole's gang. It's the suitcase belonging to that fellow with the hairnet. Our man, most likely with his family. After moving into our new home. This fellow pawned his belongings. He must be in great need of money. No doubt these things were stolen.
No doubt. Impinging the poor man's character like that, Holmes, really.
This fellow pawned Butler's pawn shop in Lambert Street. He apparently lives near this pawn shop. What's going on in there?
No, no.
We need to save Orson quickly. That should help.
I can't help from upstairs.
Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you!
Come on, those things always stop a bullet in the movies.
Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you!
But in this case it doesn't, so trying the same thing
Holmes,
twice
you sneaky bastard,
and
I'll kill
expecting
you!
different results. But it's worked in other games where my timing has apparently just been a bit off. Okay, I did need to hit him with a bottle. Apparently this Holmes can't fight.
Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you!
What? Every other time I just clicked it and then it's automatically overturned.
Holmes! You
You
sneaky bastard, I'll kill you!
kill you!
Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you!
So basically this is just a remember the order that things go in section and try and do it quick enough. He stole that from James Bond with Odd Job throwing the hat.
Who are you?
You are Alice, yeah? Listen, Holmes suspects something.
What are you talking about?
You must be more discreet. Your little game with his daughter.
No! Too soft, Holmes.
But you are Mr. Holmes. Why on earth?
You see? She recognized you. I expected it. You must live the character. You see...
Now you go upstairs right away or I will drive you back to that pub, understood?
And there you are. You've got it. All right. But seriously, you should take acting classes.
I know that you came here to avenge your father. You moved into my building, you've spied on me, and now you prepare your revenge through my own daughter.
Don't be such a fool. I adore your daughter. You see conspiracies in everything.
I have good reason to. Perhaps you forget what I do for a living.
How I pity you. You mistake sincerity for dishonesty.
Do you dare tell me that your presence here is accidental?
Obviously not. When the opportunity arose for me to meet you, then I came, but not with hatred, rather more with fascination. I had hoped to learn something about my father from you. Some answers as to my identity. When, strangely enough, I find that you yourself are a riddle, even to your own daughter.
You shouldn't have involved my daughter in your sick problems. You're only confusing her.
It's over. She doesn't know it yet, but I'll be leaving soon. I've finished my business here, and you will never hear from me again.
Good. But you better speak to me directly. No being furtive.
I had no idea that you could show such a high level of indulgence towards the children of criminals.
You...
I'm going. Please, I beg you, do not spoil my last moments with Caitlin.
Well, that didn't go well.
It's a good thing that I came to help you at the tavern, Holmes.
Actually, I would far rather you stop helping me.
Maybe he just
Oh
isn't
my,
the
I
same.
see you and Kate are best friends already. Thanks to Wilde, my analysis table has been completely destroyed.
Police raid will be in the papers, I'm sure. Oh.
Here it is.
So his brother... Oh. Was gravely injured, possibly dead?
Here it is.
Lambeth Street or Scotland Yard? We'll go Lambeth Street first. Any new injury? Is he still reading Practical Motherhood? So I wasn't really paying attention. My eyes are all gritty.
Our suspect with his family near their house.
It's got a light over it, a crack next to the mantle on the door, and 8 wooden panels, and a brick facade. Well, that's wood, not brick. What the heck is this guy doing? Please teach me your ways. I do not have anywhere near that sense of balance. Here's the place. Crack in the wall, lamp over the door, 8 wooden panels, brick walls. I need to look at the photo again. I am confident. Woman, hear me roar.
Good day to you, madam.
Good day, sir.
Someone without loads of money would not use glasses as an accessory. Why, he is a noisy bugger. Well, it's clearly a religious image. Come on, look at the robes. Jeremiah's mother, do I even know his name's Jeremiah yet? Is a religious woman of middle age. She lives a quiet life, seldom venturing outside. Her home contains religious pictures and symbols. She is short-sighted and wears spectacles with strong lenses.
I'm here to see your son.
Jeremiah? He's not at home now.
Might I ask you a few questions about him? Perhaps we could speak inside.
I don't know who you are, sir, but I'll have to ask you to leave right away.
She won't speak with a stranger.
The exorcism? What? Somehow I feel like I missed something. What? Exorcism? This keeps making jumps and assumptions. I think maybe I was meant to go here first. To Scotland Yard. Even with all its faults, I am quite enjoying this game. So I'd much rather Watson, this comedic actor. Should have stuck with
At
this
your service,
episode.
Mr.
They will
Holmes.
Of
find
this
the
case.
thief.
Did they just call someone Bobby?
Good day, Constable. Is Inspector Lestrade here?
Inspector Lestrade is back at his office. Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
It's kind of good that I can't just go rooting around through any evidence. Well, I kind of can, but thankfully there's nothing lying out on the table that I should get later on in the story, and for some reason I'm getting now. I'm not going to the morgue, there's no bodies.
Mr. Holmes?
It's not one to interrogate. Yet.
Mr. Holmes, you're still alive.
I can tell that that displeases you.
Oh, a faulty deduction for once.
He saw straight through my disguise.
Due to the attempt made on my life, I would like you to apprehend Jack Cole.
All right, Mr. Holmes, we'll apprehend him immediately.
Inspector, the suspect has been apprehended.
There you are, he's all yours. No need to thank me.
Thank you, Lestrade.
How can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
I just wanted to thank you. But apparently there's no need. And now I get to check out the interrogation room after all. Maybe I need to get Jack brought in here first.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. So, Jack the Hammer Cole, we meet again.
Why am I here?
Don't pretend that you don't know. You're a suspect in the case of an attempt made on my life.
Rubbish. Just like the old days, eh? Arresting me on suspicion. You've got nothing.
Oh, no? How about the revenge for the trouble that I brought to your gang? And also your brother.
Don't you dare mention my brother.
No, he's got a lot of interesting details. Oh, because he's the hammer self-affected, yeah. That's another word for vein, right? Box training? Is that the same as boxing? Hammer time. Stop hammer time written on his sleeve.
Your brother was hurt. It was a regrettable accident. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I can hardly be blamed for that.
What? You bastard. You're the one responsible for him becoming a cripple. He was innocent. An accident, you say? Oh, I can't wait for the moment that you get whacked proper.
Quod erat demonstrandum.
That's your proof. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already.
Do you know what happened at Baker Street that night?
I do know, but I had nothing to do with it.
And where were you at the time?
I was at my tavern all night long.
I see. I went to your place and I saw a man with a hairlip arriving to meet with you. What business do you have with him?
Business? He's a regular customer, that's all.
And what about the suitcase that your regular customer brought to you?
What? What are you talking about?
Why, the suitcase full of stolen silverware that I found in your secret room?
What? How? You search my room? It's not stolen. I often buy a lot of different things and sell them on after. It's all legal.
Oh. Oh, I believe you.
Mr. Holmes? What's the reason for my arrest?
Attempted murder.
How can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Expensive cigarettes.
Check the hammer needs extra help.
Personalized thuggery. How novel.
I forgot there was a loading screen here. I should have just got a cab back to Holmes's place. I just wanted to check the paper. Ow, to see if there was any new paper. Sorry, I was just holding my controller and resting it on one hand, and I moved that hand, and then the controller, due to the impetus of gravity, slammed gently into my nuts, but still, it was not a pleasant feeling. There's this guy almost leaning on the wall, just hovering over it. There isn't even anyone selling the paper here. Oh yeah, there is. Never bring a knife to a gun robbery. A dirk. I knew a dirk in high school. Dirk Gardner. Okay, now to dress as a priest.
I am the last and highest court of appeal in detection.
Stay here, don't move.
Do I have to check anything else while I was here? Apparently not. Jack Coleman is not JT. about to say a priest with facial hair doesn't really go, but...
There is nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact.
Stop spouting nonsense, my good man.
Yeah, you can count on us, Gov.
But I haven't... What? What just happened? Did he just read my mind? Did he just read my mind? Wiggins, you little beauty. Apparently he did just read my mind. If you could read my mind, wishing well. What if we assume that this guy's just a cock up? Okay, it's one train of thought. It's not the one that I was going with, but we'll see. I can always revise my theory.
We're ready, Gov.
Ready for what? I haven't told you to do anything
We're ready,
yet.
Gov.
Fine. No wait, that was her house here.
Someone close the door. I should find a way to attract the attention of Jeremiah's mother.
Oh, again? That went clear over the roof. Oh man. Why can't I get shots like that when I play golf or something? Stop it, Si. Sorry, my headset battery is low. It distracted me when it beeped at me. Let it go once and try and get it on the second go.
Little rascal! Refrain from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself, it tends only to evil.
Thank you, Father. You are so kind. Those brats are always causing trouble. Now, where are my manners? May I offer you a cup of tea as a small thank you?
I don't know if... God bless you, sister.
My name is Margaret Thorne. It is an honour that God
Thorne
sent
with a
you to
T?
me.
You appear grieved, sister. Is it because of those children?
Oh, no. It is my son, Jeremiah.
JT?
I fear that he's doing bad things, Father.
How bad?
I don't know. He has just become nervous and angry and rude. And he used to be such a nice boy.
Maybe
These
he's
days
just
he
a
won't spend
teenager.
any time at all with us. Not even with Janet, his younger sister. He hides himself away inside his room and locks the door. And he won't open it for anyone.
And where is your son?
I don't know where he is. He hasn't
Frantically
come back from
masturbating.
last night. I'm so worried.
Perhaps his absence is connected with his job. Where does he work?
I don't know if he has a job, Father. I've asked him several times, but he just gets angry and won't speak.
Perhaps Jeremiah is being poorly influenced by his friends.
I wouldn't know. He never mentions any friends. I am afraid that he could be possessed by the devil himself. He's changed so drastically lately. He won't tell me anything, and he flies into rages and shouts at me. I don't know what to do.
Don't distress yourself, sister. You were right to confess. Truly, I can feel an evil presence in this apartment.
Oh, God!
Allow me to search for the demon in this house.
God bless you, Father.
She feels bad taking advantage of an old lady's.
Oh, Father, please help us!
Superstition.
Fire and flames! Better for crumpets than foul-toothed demons! Begone and bring peace! Oh, Holy Spirit, save your pans from demons and poor musicianship!
Oh, Father, please help us!
Window! Window frame! I must protect you from demonic pain!
Father, it's a demon!
Wow, you're scaring this poor old lady too.
Bookcase and books! Possessed wood and words! Expel your literary demons!
If she had a heart attack, this would be your fault. Whether the Hammer's brother is your fault or not.
Wooden door! Iron handle! Battle the demon! Unholy vandal! Sister, you saw that the demon has taken shelter in Jeremiah's room. I should go there alone.
God save us.
Sister, wait for me outside. This fight will be a fierce one.
God help us. I'll do what you say.
Scared her and trashed her home.
Does he plan to escape from London? It looks as though this letter was torn up in rage. I should reassemble the fragments to read what was written.
What a great idea. Okay, here's a side. Here's another side. Nope, that's fine. Can I flip it over? Nope. It's just a blank bit from down the bottom.
It appears that Jeremiah received a threatening letter from somebody known as the Dart.
Hey Jeremiah, I'd just like to remind you that this world can be a cruel and unforgiving place, especially for those who don't keep their promises to finish what they started. It would be pretty rotten if someone you loved or cared for, such as your sister, ended up in a joy house. The Dart. Oh, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Not at all talking about underage prostitution of your sister. $18.88, hey? So I have to go home for that.
The Dart. He was at the centre of a notorious case from 1888.
He remembers all those details, but not what the case was. I'd remember the case, what it was about, just not the year.
A schematic for a homemade bomb.
It looks very similar to the bomb that came through my window.
One of the solenoids for creating a bomb. This is evidence enough to put Jeremiah behind bars.
But if he was compelled to do it by this Dart fellow, maybe we should let him off with a warning.
This is probably Janet, Jeremiah's sister. It's over. The demon is defeated.
Oh, thank you. Bless you, Father.
Now, pray for Jeremiah's soul and give thanks, sister. Goodbye.
Lord be praised.
Are you going to give her any money for all the damage she caused, Holmes? Oh, blimey. Interesting. Whew.
You see, but you do not observe. The distinction is clear.
Here it is. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. A map of London and its
There's
surroundings.
nothing more deceptive than an obvious
Could
fact.
be useful.
You know my methods, Watson.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes? What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Please, sir, release my son.
Lestrade, I have a suspect in our case. It's Percy Fleming. Can you apprehend him?
I'll give the order to the constables.
Inspector, we have the second suspect for you.
Now, just admit that Scotland Yard is looking after you well, eh?
Well, I'd be of little use to you dead. A spintria, used in the brothels of ancient Rome. Well, that's rather tasteless. It looks like encrypted records. The text is encrypted. If it's Caesar's shift code, it might be easily deciphered. Elementary. It's a notebook filled with debts, and Jeremiah's name is on the list.
Get into the cab, quickly!
Follow that cab. I should find a way to get inside. I need to finish here first.
I heard something. I heard something. There you are! I heard something. I heard something. I heard something. Something moved. Huh?
It's closed.
Something moved.
Huh?
Something moved.
I heard something. Huh?
Something moved. Something moved. Something moved.
That was nothing.
It's closed. There was a fight here. Orson attempted to resist, but someone or something convinced him otherwise.
Ah, my cousin's out fighting robbers and stealing antiques, and what do I? Something moved. God, Jesus. Something moved. Something... There. Ah, my cousin's out fighting bobbies and stealing antiques, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Relax, Mike. You've got to earn it first.
How long will that take? 2 years already, and nothing's changed.
I heard something. Something moved. I heard something. There!
Ah, my cousin's out fighting bobbies and stealing antiques, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Relax, Mike. You've got to earn it first.
How long will that take? 2 years already, and nothing's changed.
I know, mate, but one of these days...
This shape matches part of the uniform of a Greek sentinel. I highly doubt that it's authentic.
I heard something. Something moved.
The sound of a gong will attract the guards. I need to be careful.
Boys, check out that sound. There's someone there.
Hey! But what?
No!
We need to get out of here.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. I've just got the earbud in. But that actor is definitely a bad guy because he just killed that guy, so he couldn't be a witness.
Lestrade, I'm glad you're here.
What's happened, Mr. Holmes?
We've come from the abandoned St. Patrick's Abbey. I uncovered a gang of armed bandits there who did their best to kill me.
Again? I'll send our best team to arrest them.
Well, I doubt that you'll find anyone left, but if you hurry up, you might just find the spoils left over from their burglaries.
I see.
And I'd be very grateful if you could keep an eye on Mr. Wilde here.
But Holmes!
He's not an inept bumbling buffoon like he pretends to be. Definitely wasn't self-defense. Still more to untangle from this puzzle.
Please, sir, release my son.
Wilde, please try to remember.
Yeah, the slightest detail, etc. Well, apart from the smell of those bandits who kidnapped me, nothing special. And this Jeremiah was spending his time complaining about working for the fart.
I think you mean the dart.
Yeah, whatever. Jeremiah said that they should all wait till the fart was released. It makes no sense, right?
Let's see what we can find out from the fart first. I mean the dart. Or do I? Yes I do. Oh, I've gone through all this stuff. Right? I've examined his belongings. Yeah, there wouldn't be any new ones now. Let's just interview him.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes. What's the reason for my arrest? This is an outrage.
This is
Please,
outrageous.
escort this suspect for
This
interrogation.
is contagious.
A good day to you,
of that
Percy,
song.
the Dart Fleming.
It's the flopper.
Flopper. You're aware of what happened to Baker Street the other night. I'd say I'm a little luckier than that.
Well, I don't give a fig.
Let's look at the scar on his ear. Beaten in childhood. Could be, but it looks more like a cut, like a knife wound than a beating. Well, he doesn't seem unwell, so let's go with fashion. Expensive and eccentric clothes, because he's the flopper. Some cum stains on his sleeve. Does look like a prison tattoo, and it's definitely got a W, so we'll go with that. What about his rings? Oh, you're not interested in his rings, Holmes? Maybe these rings. Ostentatious. Percy Fleming, also known as the Fart, is the leader of the Walworth gang and owner of several brothels. Fleming's business is going well. He is an affluent man. Fleming is a fashionable and eccentric man who takes care of himself. The scar on his face bears witness to his participation in gang warfare. The Dart spent 7 years in Westgate Prison and was only recently released. But he's certainly rich, which kind of cancels out the theory that he's trying to get back at me for loss of revenue.
What were you doing 2 nights ago around 1 a.m.?
I was at the White Swan.
The White Swan? The brothel that you own? That can't be counted as an alibi.
What do I need an alibi for?
Does the name Jeremiah ring any bells with you?
It's the first time I've heard it.
Well, that's a lie. He owes you money, and you threatened him.
You're an idiot.
Be quiet. You said that you don't know a Jeremiah, but he appears in your notebook with your other debtors.
Oh, Jeremiah. I remember him now. Yeah, he owes me a bit of money.
How do you know him?
Oh, he's always coming around begging for odd jobs. But he just talks rubbish. He's off his head.
Sorry, that was frustrating. Because obviously that was a clue that he did know Jeremiah, but the clue that I was meant to show him was obviously the frickin' threat letter. Alright. Let's see where this loads me in, hopefully before I started interviewing this guy. But that is frustrating. I don't like being called an idiot just because I selected a correct piece of information, but obviously not the piece they were looking for. Which is probably my fault for going back and researching it rather than talking to him straight away.
Mr. Holmes, can we go home? I need a rest.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. A good day to you, Percy the Dart Fleming.
It's the flopper.
Flopper? You're aware of what happened to Baker Street the other night. I'd say I'm a little luckier than that.
Well, I don't give a fig.
Let's go again. Gang warfare. What do we got? Buttons, which is eccentric and expensive. Yep. Oh, let's not forget this handkerchief, which is for fashion, affectation. We've got the cum stains, we've got the prison tattoo, ostentatious jewellery man.
What were you doing 2 nights ago around 1 a.m.?
I was at the White Swan.
The White Swan? The brothel that you own? That can't be counted as an alibi.
What do I need an alibi for?
Does the name Jeremiah ring any bells with you?
It's the first time I've heard it.
Alright, so we'll do the threatening
How
letter
about
now.
this threatening letter that bears your name?
Oh, I remember now. A threat? Come on, just a reminder for him to pay his debts. It's just a small one, and it's a matter of principle.
How do you know him?
Ah, he's always coming around, begging for odd jobs. But he just talks rubbish, he's off his head.
Do you have any business with Jack the Hammer Cole?
I have. He sometimes provides my business with goals. But he's stupid. A hot-headed clown. Yeah. I'd be worried about him if I were you.
Yes?
He told me what you did to his brother, and... well, let's just say he hates you.
He can join the club.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me about the business that you have with Percy Fleming.
What? I don't have any business with him.
No? Oh. Well, you supply girls to his institution. He's confessed.
Well, he's a liar. Oi, why did you tell them I supply girls to your brothel?
Eh? What are you talking about? Is this going to take long?
Oh, I'm in the deduction space. Okay. I don't think it's Jack the Hammer. The only thing is, Orson Welles doesn't have a motive. Unless he's obsessed with me.
Mr. Holmes, I'm grateful to you for the opportunity to experience all of these superb sights and smells of criminal life. But I think I've had enough now.
What was the reason for Jeremiah Thorne's death?
Are you joking? Put your deductive skills to work. Self-defense, my dear Watson.
That's quite enough, Wilde. I know that you were guilty of the attempt made on my life and of the murder of Jeremiah Thorne.
Holmes, you're my best friend. Why are you doing this?
Oh, stop all this. The case is solved.
You came to my house for the sole purpose of taking my life. In addition, you hired Jeremiah to do your dirty work. And when you realized his failure, you murdered him to conceal any traces of the crime.
There's no chance of you avoiding the gallows.
Gallows? Absolutely not. That would mess up my hair.
Maybe he's insane. Maybe I should have gone easy on him. Or maybe it wasn't even Orson Wilde at all. Maybe it was one of the two obvious guys.
Is this going to take long?
What's the reason for my...
Mr. Holmes, I'm grateful to you for the opportunity to
I think it has to
experience
be
all
one
of
of
these
the other two
superb
since they're lying
sights and
about the
smells of criminal life. But I think I've had enough now.
What was the reason for Jeremiah Thorne's death?
Are you joking? Put your deductive skills to work. Self-defense, my dear Watson. Holmes, my dear friend, have you finished with your tyranny against me? Can we go home now?
No. Wilde, I know that you're obsessed with this idea of being me. Most regrettably, it ended with your goal of taking my life, which I find rather excessive. You hired Jeremiah to do the most awkward part, my murder, and after that, you made sure to dispose of him.
What? Are you a lunatic? That Jeremiah was a nobody. I'm the only one here who was able to save you.
Yes. And apparently, you are mentally unstable. Therefore, you cannot be held responsible for this.
Me? Unstable? Oh, I'm as fit as a flea. A really big flea.
You will receive treatment at an ideal institution, then. Bedlam.
Oh, no! You're just jealous. Jealous of me.
Bedlam. So it is an Orson Wilde. Should I convict him anyway? Fine, I won't convict an innocent man. They really shouldn't have put that check your results button in there because it's too tempting to use it. Too tempting, I say. And it's weird that this game judges your moral choice as well. Alright, so let's just say that... he really did do it in self-defense. Percy the Fart Fleming. He doesn't have financial problems though. Yeah, I don't think, Percy.
Percy Fleming, you were charged with conspiracy to murder.
What?
Only this crime wasn't your initiative. It was Jeremiah Thorne's.
But still,
He reminded you of the old grudge, and he persuaded you to kill me in exchange for the debt you held with him. And you agreed.
He forced
Given
me.
these facts, you can walk free.
That's right. He was the mastermind. He was the one in charge.
Just leave.
The victim, he still agreed to me being murdered to wipe out Jeremiah's debt. Lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels, I'm guessing. I don't know what the rest is going to be. We're in the middle of a chain reaction. Do 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 do. Alright, as soon as this finishes saving, I am going to make much haste to my boudoir for some sleepy time for Simon. I need to go to sleep now because I'll be grumpy if I don't sleep. I'll be so angry. I kind of hurt my throat a little bit.
Holmes, you simply have to face up to it. You need to have a serious discussion with Kate about her origins.
Oh, an origin story. Alright, thank you for watching. Much love. Love you all. And have a great evening, morning, noon, night, afternoon, twilight, dusk, dawn, arvo, what have you. Peace and love, my friend.